To this day, World War II remains the deadliest war, killing up to 60 million people. With such a significant role in shaping America's history, it's important to keep alive reminders that help shape our history. The commemorative Air Force warplanes offer us all a living history museum. I talked to our local chapter for a deeper look into history.
B-17's probably the most iconic American aircraft of World War II.
Out of just 5 B-17s still flying today, the Rocky Mountain Wing Division of the Commemorative Air Force in Grand Junction temporarily hosted one of the largest. The TBM Avenger has a constant team of enthusiastic volunteers like Program Director Mike Muller to look after it.
Always had a passion for World War II aircraft ever since I was a kid.
Can you blame him? The B-17 was ahead of its time. The aircraft was known as a strategic bomber, which meant it went long distances carrying heavy artillery.
She could carry up to 8,000 pounds of bombs and could fly over 2,000 miles combat radius.
The Avenger served a significant role, even past the war.
In the 50s, she became a water bomber and fought fires for 18 years as Tanker 17 out of Chico, California.
The other veteran plane visiting the Western Slope, the B-25 Mitchell bomber.
She flew 15 missions between November and December of 1944 out of Reggio, Corsica.
There are only 34 B-25s from World War II still flying, and the people who know best, like Muller, don't think they get the credit they deserve.
Used as a bomber in Europe, it was used as a low-level attack strafer in the Pacific. It was used by every Allied power in every theater of combat.
The invaluable lessons and stories behind each plane are why people like David Gillum actually pay to volunteer.
The Air Force does most of all. It wants to educate, honour and inspire, and I like that, and I think it's very important. It's something we should, World War II is something we should never forget.
We should also never forget how many missions airmen accomplished. In 1943, airmen flew 25 missions and only 1 in 4 returned. Muller thinks the resiliency of the greatest generation is still alive today.
I think the Ukrainians are showing that they're the greatest generation in their country right now because of the defense they're putting out. And it's going to be important for them to remember what they did, as it is important for us to remember what our greatest generation did.